Trojans Live, presented by Cooper Tires. Cooper Tires knows that the four tires on your vehicle are what connect you to the road and help keep you safe. Count on Cooper and visit coopertires.com today. We welcome to the show now the head strength and conditioning coach for USC football, Ivan Lewis. And Ivan, we've been talking a lot of combine here. And I know you're a guy that gets everyone prepped for these things. A lot of these guys go to combine boot camps, but what's the key to sort of acing this test, which is obviously part of the journey to the NFL for all these guys?
Well, first of all, man, fight on. Thanks for having me on.
Always.
Glad to be here. You got it. You know what? Just the mental preparation, because they're going to be going to the combine. They're going to have interviews. They're going to be staying up late, getting up early. It's all the mental preparation that they've done before. Through the years of training with us and our combine prep, with us doing the same drills, trying to put the same pressure on them that they're going to get the combine. Every athlete gets that opportunity when they're at USC, and then taking what they got there to the combine and really just say, you know what, it's just another day. Going out and competing at a high level, doing something they do every day in the Coliseum, every day in the Pac-12, and just going out there with a mission to win, and compete in that event and do a really good job.
Ivan, when you compare the getting ready for the combine, like after the season's over and the training that these guys have to go through, how much of a difference can you really change yourself? I mean, we see guys, and over the years, you've seen guys that need to gain 20 pounds and they throw 20
Sure.
pounds on, or they have to rep the 225, 28 times, and they only could do
Right.
19, for the whole season. How much can you change a player from what they are at the end of the year to what's going to come for them this weekend?
Yeah, that's a great question. There's a lot of different answers for that, but the reality is this. Especially during the season, guys are banged up. They've been playing football. It's a different kind of training during the season. When you're actually getting ready for certain tests, you're getting ready for the 225. It's a completely different training system and periodization you use for your bench press. When you're getting ready for the 3-cone or the pro agility or the 40, you're able to really focus on those drills, work on your speed technique, and take time also when you're going to these different places. Hey, listen, they got food prep. They're getting the right sleep. They're actually really there's no school, there's no tutoring, there's no football practice. They can actually really focus really on them and their preparation. So you definitely will see some gains. You'll get some guys who actually finally are getting an understanding. Hey, what I eat, we can tell them a million times here at USC or everywhere else, but when they actually are getting these meal preps made for them, and they're with a bunch of other guys doing the exact same thing, going through the same, hunger pains, or, oh, wow, this is actually what I get to eat, whatever it is, you'll see these athletes make these gains, or lose weight, whatever it is they need to do. And then it's great when you get to actually train for the 40 for 2 months or train for those drills. You will see some changes. Now, some guys, fast is fast. And some guys are just born fast, and they're going to be fast, and you can try to change a little bit of their technique, whatever it is. But, for other guys, they actually have to really focus in on that technique to get that extra step, to get a better time. So it's actually a pretty exciting time to train. We only get to give these guys about a 3-week period of it right after spring ball. And again, that's not enough. But for us, it's a great opportunity to show them, hey, listen, now it's a different kind of way to focus. And, for me to know what their 40 is, to get to know how fast they are, and use that for our future training. So, it's a pretty cool experience.
You're listening to head strength and conditioning coach Ivan Lewis on Trojans Live. And, we don't usually think of quarterbacks as weight room warriors, but, I was looking
Sure.
back and remembered that Sam Darnold, you named him, I assume you probably picked it, was named one of the lifters of the year last year.
Yeah.
What is Sam like in the weight room? Is he a guy that maybe people would be surprised gets after it?
Well, the whole award for that is more about who you are and who you are as a teammate. Sam Darnold can come in the weight room, and every day he competed in the weight room. He competed in the things he needs to get better at. His flexibility, his overall core strength, his overall strength in general. But he was there every day, every summer workout, every winter workout, every conditioning session, never missing, bringing a positive attitude, being a leader. That's the stuff that gets you that award. Do you affect this team in a positive way? Are you a good teammate? Are you dependable? Are you a leader? So that's really what that award is about. But, speaking of Sam in the weight room, he's unbelievable. We were able to do a lot of different things with him the last couple of years, and he welcomes it. He wants a challenge. He wants a change. And it's one of those things where he's a great guy, a great athlete for us to train because, he really bought into the weight room. He saw how it affected his throwing, how it affected his game, it affected his speed. So guys like that, man, you can do a lot of cool things with.
Ivan, a lot of people sort of evaluate your job from the outside looking in as how big, fast, or strong these guys are. But the one thing I appreciate about what you've been able to achieve ever since you've come to USC is the injury prevention. That is probably, for me, has stuck out the most in terms of accomplishments in the weight room for this USC football team as a whole, whether it be the decrease in knees and those type of things. Talk to me about that, the injury prevention part of your job. We know what the strength and conditioning part is.
That's a great question. That's the whole point of our job is injury prevention, so these guys can play the sport they love to play. That's what strength and conditioning really is. It's getting these guys and putting them in positions and loading their bodies and getting them strong enough and athletic enough to go through the grinds of a football season and practice. Guys are going to get hurt. It's football. It's an explosive, violent sport. You can have the most perfect program in the whole entire world, but guess what? Someone's going to get hurt. But it's about how you do and what your preparation is to check all those boxes. Say, hey, listen, we have done our job to make sure these guys are prepared to take on the demands of football. And you look at our, some of the guys this year, we had concussions, we had high ankle sprain, we had a broken toe. There was a lot of things that we just have no control over when it comes to injuries. And, the soft tissue injuries were very minimal this year. We really, during our season, had 0 hamstrings, So there's a lot of things we put in, and we pride ourselves on staying cutting edge, staying on top of the research, and just really putting our heart and soul into making sure these guys are prepared to play the game. Because that's what we want to do. We want to win. We have to put these guys in positions to win.
All right, that's Ivan Lewis, and he's already getting the next year's team in position to win. Spring football starts a week from today. We'll be back on Trojans Live next week to preview spring football. All 15 practices will be open to the public starting next week, 3:15 p.m. at Howard Jones. Thank you, Ivan. Coming today for amazing limited time offers on Chevy's full lineup of incredible award-winning models going on now during the President's Day Chevy Drive event. Visit SoCalChevy.com and then start your holiday off right with a new Chevrolet from Southern California Chevy dealers. All right, we've talked to people in and around the Combine, but now we get a participant next, Stephen Mitchell Jr., the USC wide receiver. Next up on Trojans Live.